Welcome back, 5 Aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. Can you spot the difference? Something's off, right? That's correct. I'm no longer required to wear pants during my casts. Just kidding, I've never been wearing pants to begin with. But in all due seriousness, welcome back to Season 9, RAGL. And yeah, I've had a new setup, as you can see in the background here, with the cheap-ass Van Gogh. I'm now casting from my living room, which means that I'm also going to be a bit more subdued than usual, because my baby and the girlfriend are sleeping in the next room. And that's because, yeah, my original room my original office room got repurposed into a bedroom for the baby. So let's see how that goes, but for now I'm going to be casting here. I might want to swap out the replica. Maybe it's also time to reactivate the green screen. That would be a cool move, but anyway, I digress. We are seeing a match between probably the number 1 and number 2 seed. This is something I'm really hot for, and this is going to be very spicy. The map of choice is going to be Mountain Ridge Redux, and the players in question are spawning in the Western Front as Germany. Live from England, I believe, it is ILikeMen, I think the number 2 seed right now. And he is gonna have his opponent, he's gonna put up some fierce resistance. He's gonna be met with the unchallenged number 1 seed right now, Mr. G to the O to the A to the T. This time I got it right. Yeah, Goat versus ILikeMen on Mountain Ridge Redux, which is already a really tricky map. Oh my. Are we seeing this? Is this a double racks all-in barrack cell met by grenadiers? Are you kidding me? What is happening right now? Okay, this might turn out to be a very short game. The fuse has been set, and this can go 2 ways. This is gonna either backfire horribly, courtesy of some grenadiers or some shenanigans, or it's gonna just overwhelm Goat with sheer mass and numbers. Let's see, a flame tower is queued up and there are not too many rocket soldiers in the composition. Also, kind of something I don't know why you would choose this map for an all-in. It features 2 comm centers. You can super easily take one of the comm centers. And you get all the scouting information against this that you ever need, but neither of the players opted to get control of the middle. So, hello! Say hello to my good friend Harvester. I'm just scouting. Hashtag just scouting. Ooh, no hits on the rockets. Immediately Harvester's being pulled. MCV being rerouted. My goodness. But the Harvesters are being idle. Could have used the time for more efficient crushes. Goalies, as to speak, already been pulled. ILikeMen. Yeah. His building got killed by grenadiers. He only had 1 power plant left as far as I'm aware. What the hell? This is not how I envisioned this to go. We might want to see Game 2 and hope that one is a bit longer, because that was basically an appetizer. For this being hyped up to be the top tier matchup between the top 2 seeds, yeah, a bit too cheesy for my taste, but hey, you know, it's just throw your opponent off. Throw him off your scent by just going for a whiff of cheese. A splash of cheese here and there. Alright, that's it for Game 1, see you in Game 2.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Well, we barely got past the intro in Game 1. Let's see how Game 2 is gonna unfold. We are here on Sonora, and still easy to cheese. Well, an easy cheesy map here. It's got a whole lot of nothing in the middle to fight over, so you might be inclined to parking your units either inside your base or just going for the flanks, trying to secure some cheeky flanking sneak attacks, and that might be your army out of position. So let's see, but I'm hoping for a more standard game this time around. Also, by the way, some people have commented, I have, as you can see in the settings, the battlefield camera is set too far. So I don't know why people are getting this idea that it's set to medium. No, sir. This is set to medium, too far, not to medium, so this is maybe got to do with the resolution on my laptop, which might differ from your resolution on your screen, so you get different results for the same battlefield options, but yeah. Anyway, it's looking very cheesy again, this time from Goat. It's payback time. Okay, he's going for the Grens, he's Soviets again, so this is a bit, just, Soviets have that extra punch in the early game. Look, a dog. Just gives you extended vision range already. Gives you advanced warning systems, basically. And then we've got the Grenadiers. Oh my goodness, and ILikeMen is going for a war factory on a close spawn map. I made the same mistake. I've been there. Trust me, it ain't fun. Oh no, there is just no defense lined up. There is nothing he can do here. This is the power down, and that's already such a significant... Like, this is basically no investment for Goat at all, because he went double... This game went 1 minute and 40 seconds. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Wait, this was supposed to be the hype, like, basically preliminary grand finals. Yeah, we got checkmate by cheese 2 times in a row instead. Well, at least it's not been the same player cheesing twice, right? It was just payback time. That was something truly, truly special. You know what? That is not worthy of a full cast. We are going for an extended cast here. I'm going to find some other replays. Let me check the replay folder. We'll be back in game 3 with... Let's see what I can find.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Alright, after some rummaging in the replay treasury, I found the perfect cast-worthy replays. Those are 2 players who are very, I would say, like, as far as it goes, too close to my heart in the OpenRA extended universe. We've got in the Western Fronts spawning as Germany, because he's a dirty allies main, Mr. JackoDerp, who used to be my co-host as long as I was streaming. He was mostly co-hosting for all of the streams. And he's gonna be met with someone who has a very colored history in OpenRA. He always made it to the top spots and then always just dropped out or quit or whatever. Just that extra inch before the finish line. I don't know why. It's kind of his trademark style now, but it's Mr. Happy. And he is an incredible talent. He is known for his aggression. Multi-prong is a bit like Bane, I would say. Hyper-aggression and multi-pronging. So just overwhelming you and making you die a death of 1,000 needles. Rather than just going for a full-on assault. And you can see him here with a doggo. Just a very nice micro, cell by cell. Inching his way around the derrick, skirting, like finding his way around the outskirts. JackoDerp already on the back foot here, but that's it to be expected if a Soviet goes dog opener. Ooh! That was unnecessary. That was in vision range of the oil derrick, that's why I had line of sight there. So, nice little win for JackoDerp. It's gonna make it much harder to find more beneficial infantry engagement, especially with this. What? Okay, that's a bit of a mistake. Just cost him 2 rifles, that's fine. Double ref for both, I'd wager. Huh, Happy's a bit behind on the ref timing. That's due to the kennel, probably cost you like 9 seconds. And already a northbound rifleman as well. Jacko again just traded off lots of infantry there. Whew. Grenadier was in the mix, somehow. I saw an explosion. Yeah, 2 grenadiers. Oh, he's sniping the oil over the ridges, that's smart. Nice try. But ultimately just too much presence of mind from Jacko there. And ooh, Happy forgot his production. What's up? What's going on here? That is very unhappy. What? It's him though. Dude, he has stacked up some massive trophies over the past 2 years. I didn't even notice. I didn't watch most of those casts, unfortunately, or most of those tournaments. Casted some of the 2v2 team tournament, but hey. Pretty cool regardless, he's a good player. And the War Factory is coming online with a super massive delay. That's like 30 seconds delay. Yikes. That was a costly misclick. What a misfortunate... By the way, I played my relegation playoffs against JackoDerp, and without spoiling the results, map number 1 was on exactly this map, and I dropped map number 1 straight up. That much I can spoil for you guys. That was a horrendous event. I think it was casted by Caution, TV, and Happy. So a light tank is now out. If only Jacko knew what a field advantage he has right now. He would have gone, like, if it would have gone double light tank, he could have crushed this infantry blob. Would not have had enough rocket density to stem the tide. With the advent of a light tank, you can easily just snipe this over the ridge. Yeah. LT soaking up damage, needs to reposition now. Alright, the Sooks are... Ooh, that's so nice. Happy needs to be careful. You don't want to be in the blast radius. You never want to get caught in the blast radius. He's using the... That's really nice. He was abusing rocket range at 6 cells. And just putting the rifles on hold fire so they... Or on attack, so they attack anything that comes into their vicinity. But honestly, the engagement was made possible by virtue of Happy just not having a light vehicle due to his 30-second delay. That's kind of an iffy play. He's leaving the infantry just outside stranded. Now the flak truck is pelting away, getting 1 rocket, 1 rifle, you know. Not too bad. Needs to close the distance. Yes! Nice. Very nicely played. So again, field advantage for JackoDerp. Some very uncharacteristic mistakes here from Happy, I would say, especially just forgetting to queue his War Factory. It's kind of a yikers moment. Eco transfer before Harvester transfer. Okay, Happy feels pressured into doing something mad here. Ooh. Ore-Truck Rampage, I like doing it, but it's so costly. It costs you... Not costly per se, an Ore-Truck is 1200, but it costs you mining time. It costs you massive amounts of mining time, and that could be spent like getting 2 or 3k. But if he makes this engagement, if he makes this engagement work, it's all gonna be worthwhile. If he wipes an equal amount to like 2k or something. I mean, there is basically no anti-armor here anymore. So JackoDerp really, yeah, getting caught off guard a little by the Harvester. Okay. Back to the coal mines for you, comrade. Is he? Yeah, he's Russia. All good. You go back to coal mines, slave miner. Come on, make working class pride right now. There is honestly, that's a really bad idea from JackoDerp. There's just nothing here to deal with the Harvester. And Happy still got an Ore-Truck to tank, he's still got an MCV, yeah. So really well played. Nice recovery. The Ore-Truck was definitely worth it. Anyway, now routing his forces to the south, and it's already looking kind of bleak. Asset difference not that big just yet, but one harvester discrepancy, it's gonna rack up over time. First heavies now out for Happy. Met with 2 mediums. So people have been, especially Ganon has been railing on about this, how medium tanks are better because you can just spam them more, you can produce higher numbers of them. I still don't agree with this, but I can see his point. Still though, I prefer heavies. Yeah, so that's basically gonna be 2/3 of the map going to Happy, and JackoDerp, his army is small. That is a small boy army. That is not even half a platoon that is sitting there. That is a couple Disneyland actors pretending to be an army. It's all really just Disneyland mascots. And he's investing a lot into pillboxes. That's just a super defensive play for him. He knows that something is northbound. Something's coming in hot, but he doesn't know where and when. Scouting obviously also a bit lackluster on that regard. On that front. Light tank going on the chase. Hell yeah. So, good luck, buddy. That wind-up toy of a tank is eventually gonna take out the heavy tank. Let's bet on it. Oh, I'm hearing sounds of a skirmish. Ooh, there's just so much infantry. I don't know though, with the positioning from the medium tanks of Jacko, he might be able to trade beneficially. Nice pullback from Happy. Just pulling the tank into the perfect range to soak up some damage. Turret is deployed outside of range. That's just one cell outside of range. Unlucky. So this is a don't move, don't shoot situation. This is basically a... Yeah, this is a stalemate until he... Ooh, he shouldn't move in. He really shouldn't. He's gonna trade so badly, especially with sending the rockets in first. My lord. It's not looking good for Jacko. Right hand side, there's another swarm coming in. He's getting the cleanup there, but at what cost? Like, his base is gonna crumble. Still though, in the end he didn't lose a harvester, so it could have been worse. Could have been way worse indeed. And he had just enough rockets to finish the heavy tank there, so still nothing happened. Ooh. Service depot snipe. Now that's big. Medium tank production, as I elaborated on earlier, relies on the superior numbers. If you fall behind on that and have to build light tanks against heavies, yeah, then you're in for a wild ride. Then you want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride, let's put it that way. Still now, Jacko is stabilizing. He retained the service depot as well. But he just doesn't have map control. He just wants to find a flank there, but every single flank of Happy is so well protected. And Happy is someone who doesn't all in usually, he just has lots of smaller armies, and he also relies a lot on base defenses. He's the OG pillbox spam master, where it's like, he had a macro, I believe, in one of the seasons where it wasn't illegal just yet, and he just queued up 400 at the start of the game. He doesn't do that anymore, but used to be a thing that his APM would spike to 400 in the first minutes, just from queuing up 400 pillboxes. It was kind of his signature. So anyway, oh, this is a ill-fated Kanyard. This is an ill-fated Conyard indeed. I mean, okay, he pushed away the army. That's surprising. I guess that's due to the lack of... It's so hard to scout in OpenRA, right? You don't have any proper scouting units that don't just die outside of Yaks, and if you're going Yaks, you basically have committed yourself to a tech race. Which personally I'm all in favor of, but it is risky. Ha! Nice rifle on the flank. This army is gonna get cleaned up. Wow! Okay. That was a complete rout. He's trying again for the service depot, I guess. That's kind of his prime target. But he won't get it because the time to rotate... There's little surface area here, so the time to rotate for Jacko is basically negligible. Just shaves off one turret, that's nothing. What? There is tier 2 on the way for Jacko. He's coming out with the artilleries. Alrighty. Alrighty, does he have a shot after all? I mean, shot all dependent on the artilleries, right? Ooh, getting nice favor engagements right there. Doesn't have a Black Hawk just yet. I don't see a helipad either. So that's gonna be the tech advantage, slight tech advantage for Happy, who is not Ukraine, so we won't see a wipe. And I was talking about Happy not deathballing. Talk about Caster's Curse. You wanna see Happy deathballing? That's Happy deathballing. Alright, but Jacko's deathball is already in his base, so needs to split up the forces. Oh, the V2! Could have gone worse. Wait, is... Oh, this is a game where they opted out of bounties. That's kind of, I would say, unusual. Artie's getting flanked here. Gonna find a swift demise by those heavies. Wait! The heavies are not firing. Happy? He's not microing the heavies. He could have easily gotten rid of those 2 artilleries. Oh my goodness. No way. Happy making so many... Ooh, that V2 shot though. But honestly, Happy made lots of avoidable mistakes this series. Ooh, that's like 52 pickup. That's the Pac-Man. The Pac-Man Yak. That's Yakman snacking away at 2 artilleries. A third one, not to follow. I mean, this could have gotten so much worse for Jacko had those artilleries been sniped earlier, but no. Happy just content sitting there in artillery range for now. Trying to relocate. It's so terrible when you try to relocate. Artilleries go to the front because they're the slowest unit. So kind of the turn speed is playing against you. Do we have an even game again? Yeah. JackoDerp is 5k up. Are you kidding me? Is the madman actually doing it? He's trying to find snipes on the V2s. That is super smart. Yeah, he's going hard. He's committing so hard to finding the V2s. And now he should honestly, I think, move that army more to the north. His rockets are just in the perfect position to get a snipe on a tank as well, so... Yeah... It's not looking half bad for him. This is kind of an even game. I like both those players, and I've had altercations with both of them. Like, our paths have intersected many times. Especially with Jacko, but... But I still think that Happy overall is a... Not only the stronger player, but he's also in contention for a playoff spot, so... That should give you an indication of the skill disparity here. Even though I really like playing with and against Jacko. But I think that there is definitely something of a skill disparity here, but he's practiced a lot. Ooh, spy plane, Eye of Sauron coming in. He sees everything. Should honestly go on a chase with the mediums. Mediums could easily dive after the Conyard here. Is the madman actually doing it? Is he picking him apart? Is he... Tanya! There's a tier 3 Tanya here. We are on tier 3. Hello, good sir. No fear, Tanya's here. Okay, the Conyard gets redeployed, so that's a kind of a breather. Ooh, but Tanya's in the mix. Taking a lot of friendly fire damage. She did not actually plant the C4 charge, are you kidding me? Oh, there she is though. And still a couple of seconds before the flame tower can come online. That's all the infantry down. Jacko needs to micro Tanya away. No way! Happy actually calling it. My lord! That was a solid performance from JackoDerp. I did not have that on the radar. I maybe had literally because I have a radar map up top right, but holy cow, I did not expect him to drop a game to JackoDerp. So well played from Jacko, and that's gonna be we're gonna see each other in game 2 of Jacko vs. Happy and game 4 of this very wacky cast. See you in a sec.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest, that was kind of an unexpected underdog victory, in my books at least. And I'm the bookie, so take that for what you will. So this time we've got JackoDerp as England and Happy as Germany. The map in question is the Swamp, which is kind of reminiscent of another map that just had all those patches scattered around, but it plays nicely. Has enough open ground and enough ridges to make for interesting gameplay. Some of the maps in the pool, by the way, are super iffy. Someone has pointed this out, and I've watched Caution's and Happy's cast of my relegation matches against Jacko, and they brought up a good point. There is this one map that is a desert tileset. I don't remember the name right now, but it features only 2 expansions. They're both on the same line as your mainline base, and it's it's like really far away from your opponent, so you can always safely take your side of the map without much pressure added. So that's a super stalematey map, where I'm not sure whether I like this one in the pool. So, first couple early scuffles. Ooh, force fire from Jacko, so get some nice trades there. 6/4, so after all, that still favors Happy. And we're seeing double ref for both, slightly behind his Jacko, but only by 3 seconds. That's negligible. He secures a nice victory for himself, though. That rifleman phasing into the cliff out of pride over taking an engagement against the German. Against the German marksman there. Again, just nice concave from Happy. Shaves off a couple infantry. That's a dense formation, but the AoE from the rifles is going to make sure that this is not going to survive much longer. So oil advantage is definitely going towards Happy in this game, and map control likewise. This is a much better start for him. Unlike in game 1 where it just forgot to use War Factory. I don't know what that was all about. So yeah, I'm really hyped for the playoffs. I think one of the legs has already happened, but I'm not gonna spoil myself. I'm not gonna watch any casts of it, and I'm just gonna cast it when I'm ready. We still got so much material to chew through, so bear with me, guys and girls. We're still probably a couple of weeks away from me getting into the playoffs, because it's just so many good matches to catch up on. Especially the Ganon matches, the Happy matches, the Bane matches. Most of them have been played in the last week, I believe. He was super busy. Yeah, Bane, I think, has an outside chance as well at making it to playoffs. So with Bane, Happy, Ganon, ILikeMen, Morkel, Goat, that's 6 players in contention for 4 spots. And I couldn't be happier here about this, because this is just making for a really exciting series. Like, last season was kind of predetermined. Ganon just stomped everyone, but this time around, nah, we're not doing that anymore. Skill level has increased, as has the competition. Alright, nice range over JackoDerp. Two rockets being parked for Happy here. Don't know what that's all about. Just anticipating drop, maybe? Or maybe it's just rally pointing his infantry just to play it safe. Yeah, that's fair. He went light tank first, and the result of that is that you're gonna lose out on some map control. You're gonna gain some pushing power, because the light tank is, until the mediums arrive, so until minute 4 or something, it is pretty sturdy, relatively speaking, as long as it doesn't find the center of mass of the rocket soldiers, but at the same rate. A light tank gives you more pushing power as a trade-off for less map control. And the Ranger, in my opinion, is, in 4 out of 5 cases, the preferable option. Happy going for immediate aggression. Okay. So that's how we're doing it. Jacko is pulling away his harvesters off the line. Oh, Happy packing outside of range. That's nice. So that's gonna force a response. And eventually, that's great micro. Not losing a single unit to the pillbox. Man, so much mining time already lost for Jacko. This is not looking hot for him. Honestly, I would maybe use the MCV to tank at this rate. This pillbox, again, just having one single rifle in range. Oh no. Is he using them as tanks? No! You have to use the alt move if you want to do that. So much bleed already. Harvester down. Oh, this is a terrible start for Jacko. Bleeding more rockets, just sending them in one by one. It's just, he should have waited for his medium. I don't know why he didn't have the patience. Could have rerouted. Probably even put his harvesters on stop command. For the time being. Or transfer them over already. It's also an option. I mean, he lost a lot of mining there. He's now... Oh, he's on 3 harvesters. He went for a super greedy early MCV timing and it did not pay off. There is 4 harvesters. Okay, 6 harvesters for Happy. This is just gonna snowball. Honestly, I can't think of a way for him to come back here. This is, basically he checkmated himself with his build order. Now Happy has a base in the middle. Super fortified, barracks, base push. This is just gonna get bad, like real bad. Alright, he's trying for a flank here. I guess he has to take his chances. It's the only shot he's got, but as soon as this war factory falls and the service depot is sure to follow, that's probably game. Yeah, 100%. Oh, also from the north. Diving in with the light tank. That's one of the most prolific light tanks there. Has done some really good damage, to be honest. Also did a good job tanking for once. Is that going to be the light tank that lived? Is this the one day where we see a light tank actually accomplish something? I would be stoked, honestly. Happy just deploying pillbox after pillbox. His war factory queue is empty. He doesn't care. The man doesn't care. His base is being dismantled and that's it. GG. Alright. That settles the score here. 1-1 for Happy and Jacko, so they're trading evenly. That honestly sets Happy back on his path towards the Vastus playoffs. He has a shot, but I think it's very slim. And JackoDerp taking a very valuable point there against Happy, one of the stronger opponents in the brackets. So, really cool play, and the first series, let's pretend that never happened. Oh well, you know what, it was hilarious. Let's give him that. Also, this series, Talix would be proud. This is the one wind-up toy light tank that actually lived. So, there's that. With that, thoughts and prayers for the light tank fleet of last week. And we're gonna see each other again, probably somewhere in this week when I'm going to be casting more RHL group stage matches so we can get to the playoffs. I'm hyped. Hope you are as well. Thank you for watching. 5 Aces out.
Battle control terminated.